everyone, I am Folu Omoni. Nice to have you on the show right now. This is our second presentation at Talk to a Teenager from Springs. And first, I need to appreciate you for the feedbacks, for the comments concerning our first edition. It was really nice. I am happy to get all those feedbacks. I'm happy to see that you are following us and you're enjoying what we're doing. So today we are going to be talking about some questions that teenagers ask, because I said this before. This is Talk to a Teenager. This is a show, a talk show for teenagers, and we are going to bring a lot of people to talk, about academics, about leadership, about skills, and a whole lot of things. So we had a conference recently, and we were able to gather some teenagers. We were able to at least convince them to speak about the things that bothers them, and some questions keep coming up, keep arising, and I think that this is a very serious issue. We need to address them. So today, I'm the only one on the show today. No, I'm not the only one. The Holy Spirit is here. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. So I'm the fourth personality here. We are going to be doing the talk together today, and together with you two who is watching me right now, because you are going to also be giving feedbacks. It will help us to help you. It will help us to know where we are going to, or what's next to do. So stay tuned to this program, and I'm sure you'll be blessed. So the first question here is some people say that singing love song is not bad, but taking it too deep in one's heart is bad. Okay, this person is saying that some people say that singing love song is bad. It is not bad. Sorry, singing love song is not bad, but when you take it deep into your heart, it could be bad. Well, from the biblical perspective, or from my own perspective, there's absolutely nothing wrong in singing love song. There's absolutely nothing wrong in listening to love song. There's absolutely nothing wrong in taking love song to your heart or singing it from your heart. But this is where the problem comes from. What kind of love song do you listen to? I remember there's a particular book in the Bible where the writer spoke throughout about love, and that is Songs of Solomon. The first time I got attached to that book was when I was seeing this movie, I'm in Love with a Church Girl. And when a new convert starts reading Bible from that side of the Bible, start reading Bible from the side of the Bible, and it could support, it has evidences to support some of the things he's doing. So actually, for Song of Solomon to be written in the Bible, that means that writing love poems, love songs are not wrong. They are not sinful. They are not bad. But it becomes bad no, don't let me say it becomes bad when sometimes what we call love songs are not love songs. Yes. You can imagine an artist coming up to write a song and write something like, "Oh, I can afford to give you." There's some songs that I don't really listen to secular songs, but sometimes you have to listen because you live in the world. Sometimes I hear things like, "How much do you want? I can give you that money, or I can give you that comfort for your body." There's a difference between you love somebody and you love their body. There's a difference between you love somebody and you're lusting after them. So when it is lost, it is no longer love. When you begin to sing songs about the shape of the body, the size of somebody's body, the worth of somebody, all those kind of songs that that emphasize on maybe, okay, let me put it straight like this, like buying a woman with money. I have money, I have all the fine cars, I have all the beautiful houses, so I can buy you just to have you, just to have fun with you. All these kind of lyrics, they are the ones that are very bad. It's not the love song. In fact, they are not love songs, they are not lost songs. So it's not really about you can listen to love songs, but you just listen to it and then that's it. No, you have to be careful what you listen to, especially when it comes to music. You cannot say, "Oh, I'm just listening to music. I'm just listening. I'm just enjoying myself." No, it comes to your inner mind. It comes to your mind. It becomes very important in you. You kind of believe in what you are listening to, because there's a way music connects to your spirit. So if you know that this song is not good, this song, the languages are vulgar, the languages are corrupt, the message is like you are displaying a woman for sale, or you are displaying a man for sale. The message is like you are flirting, like I know you get what I'm saying. So you know that that is not good for you, but you also know that there are some love songs that are good. When you listen to them, they give deep meanings to what love means. Let me recommend somebody. Let me recommend Shola Alinson. Some of our love songs, when you listen to them, she's traditional, yes, and you can really see the meaning. You can read the deep meaning to what love is. It's not lust, it is love. So you can listen to love songs. You can take love songs to art, but you cannot listen to lost songs, and you cannot take lost songs to art. Thank you so much for that question. The next question I'm going to consider here is, okay, she says, what age is it proper to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? At what age is it proper to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? The last time I checked my dictionary for the meaning of boyfriend or girlfriend is somebody, an opposite sex, who you are in friendship, or you're in relationship for the purpose of having sex. So if you are asking me this question, I will be saying that would be the age that you get married, because it is actually when you get married that you can have sex. And most teenagers, I am sure that you are not. Some people are not ready to get married. Why some people are ready to get married? That's why you cannot say, okay, assuming the question goes like this: what age can I start a relationship? I will tell you that there is no age, there's no specific age, there's no standard age to getting married, to being in a relationship, because in Nigeria, you can get married as young as 17, you can get married as young as 18, you can get married at 20, whatever age you want to get married. But when you want to start a relationship, the first thing to consider is, am I ready to get married? Am I financially ready? Am I emotionally ready? Am I spiritually ready? Am I mentally ready? All of those questions are the things to consider. Okay, this person I'm getting involved with, is the person also ready to go on this journey? Because honestly, there are men, there are ladies of 18, there are men of 16 that get married. So if you say that, you get married at this age, no, that is totally wrong. There's no age limit. There's no proper age. The proper age is the time that you are ready. I was reading a book, it says, do not date until you do not need to date. Meaning that if you feel that dating makes you feel complete, then you are not yet ready to date. You will have to start when you are complete by yourself, when you are fulfilled by yourself, and then you say, okay, this is not really to show that I'm part of these people, or to show that I'm popular, or okay, this is popular, so I need to do it. You understand what I'm saying? You are totally ready. You are sure of what you want to do. That is when it's proper to have a relationship. But girlfriend, boyfriend, no, there's no proper age for that. And can you have friends who are girls? Can you have friends who are boys? Yes. The Bible says that love your neighbor as yourself. So if you love your neighbor, you should love a girl, you should love a boy. It's constant. It's not varying. It's not because she's a girl I love her, and he's a boy, no, I don't love him. Or because he is a boy I love him, she's a girl I don't know. Love is general. You need to love everybody. You need to appreciate everybody. You should help everybody. That is the culture. That should be the tradition. That is what we should do. It's not because is my boyfriend, is my girlfriend. No, it should be general. It should be general. Then there's another question. It says that, assuming I have a girlfriend, does it mean I'm a fornicator or a sinner? But my reason of having a girlfriend is for reading and meditating. For me, I don't think it's not right. Okay? Assuming I have a girlfriend, does it make me a fornicator? When my reason of having a girlfriend is for reading and meditation. So I don't think that what I'm doing is right, okay? I will also not say that what you are thinking, I will also not say that you are wrong. No, I won't say that. But I want to say something. Why must your reading partner be, I'm sure this letter is from a guy. Why must your reading partner be a girl? And why must the girl be a girlfriend? Why must your reading partner be a girl, and why must the reading partner be a girlfriend? Why? Can't you just be friends, like normal friends? Can't you just be in the same class, you read, you do your discussion, and that's all? Why? I think that the problem is most of you guys do not really understand what it means to have a girlfriend. You don't know what a girlfriend means. You don't know what a boyfriend means. You just think, okay, some of you just think, okay, maybe it's casual. But I don't also think it's casual, because it happens that in some classes you see people fixing themselves up and say, that one is Tokwe's girlfriend. That one is Dayo's girlfriend. That one is Shei's girlfriend. Don't touch her, don't talk to her, and things like that. But are those things really necessary? Are they necessary? Are they important? They are not. You want to read, you want to understand. If you want to read, you want to understand, then you should avoid distractions. You should avoid unnecessary distractions. If you really want to understand what you are reading, if you don't want to deceive yourself. Because one of the objectives of this program is to raise future leaders, people who will be able to drive, who will be able to generate enough energy to drive this country forward. So when we are talking about people who would be academically excellent, who would give excellent results. So if you're looking at people who will give excellent results, we're talking about people who will avoid distractions. So you do not need, I am not going to say what you are thinking is wrong. And I'm also not going to say what you're thinking is right. But I am going to say, why should you have a girlfriend just for reading and meditation? It could also be a boy. It could also be a girl, but does not have to have that qualification of she's my girlfriend, she's my boyfriend. As a teenager, it's not like, and now you ask that, does it mean you're a fornicator or a sinner? No. We are not, I'm not here to come and paint somebody a sinner. Even if you're a fornicator, I won't walk up to you and say, oh no, that is not the motive. But we need to understand some things as we are dealing with people. Okay? Now, there are a lot of things we don't want to do that we end up doing. There's a great difference between something coming to your mind and you executing what comes to your mind. Decision is very important. And there are a lot of things that we do not plan to do, but at the long run, we do them. So why not just avoid things that makes you do them? Naturally, as humans, we have feelings, we have hormones. Talking from the scientific perspective, God has created most of the things we experience, we feel they are natural. They are what God has created in us since when we were born. So literally, they are not wrong. They're just time bound. They're just things that when we apply wisdom, we get them right, and everybody is happy. So now, when you have a friend who is an opposite sex and you are the closest, you talk, you're always together, just the two of you. Nature could just help you. Nature could just come up and be itself and show its true color. And then before you know it, you do what you are not supposed to do. And then you're like, oh my God, I didn't plan to do this. Oh my God, this is a mistake. So why not just avoid them for now? Why not step down? Why not give yourself space and face your studies? You want a partner, and what you really want to achieve is you want to achieve academic excellence. Okay, why not have a kind of group discussion? In a group discussion, you can have like 5 people, you can have like 6 people, you can have like 10 people. You go read separately, and you come back together. You discuss what you have read, and if you are weak at some point, you will be able to know. Because if you have not actually studied well about something, you cannot discuss it well. So you're going to know that, okay, I think I am not good here. I think I'm not known enough. I think I don't have enough information here. You can go back and study more. But why does it have to be just one person? And why does it have to be that you are the only ones that could study? And in fact, why can't it be somebody of the same sex? Is the girl or the boy the most intelligent person in the class? Are there no other people? Okay, during the course of our conference, our invited guest said something. She said that even if the opposite sex is the most intelligent in the class, look for somebody like you who doesn't know more. As you do not know more and you work hard together, you'll be surprised at the rate at which you would get things, because both of you know that, okay, it's not like we know everything. Okay, we have to work really hard. And majorly when it comes to academics, the most important thing is you study. There's nobody who is meant to be a failure. There's nobody who is meant to just fail. It all depends on your approach towards it. The first thing you need to do is you need to discover yourself. You need to discover what works for you. You need to discover the time that works for you. And then you need to discover if you are a slow learner or you're a fast learner. If you're a slow learner, you need to spend more time reading. You need to spend more time in doing your assignment. You need to do your homework well. spend time, read hard, study, do research, read again, do discussion, and before you know it, you are there. So your reading partner doesn't have to be fixed with, okay, I need a girlfriend and her job is going to be, she's going to help me to read. Because at the end of the day, you might end up not hitting the target. The objective might be futile, and you know some other things comes into play. So why not just avoid them from the start? Okay, the next question is, if a boy saw a girl, if a boy saw a girl in her thoughts, in the mind, would she be the one he would marry? Okay, this is a boy asking that if a boy sees a girl, would she be the one? Or maybe you see a girl and you like her, is she going to be the one you will marry? First, I'm going to talk about this, because this thought, I'm saying it again and again and again. This talk is for teenagers. So I am going to talk, I'm addressing issues as I'm addressing teenagers. Now, a teenager from the age of 13 to 19, maybe some other people in secondary school, some 12, some 10. So when you are that age, majorly what you need is to build your life, to discover yourself, to discover your purpose, to spend your time in finding out who you are supposed to be and working really hard to become what you are supposed to be. Not when a girl comes to your heart and you like her and she's the one you are supposed to marry. Because truthfully, between the age of 13 and 19, you are going to meet several kind of girls who are going to come to your mind. You're not going to meet one, you're not going to meet two, you're going to meet like 10, like 20. So does it mean that you are going to marry all those 20? No. There's nothing wrong in you seeing somebody and say, oh, I like that girl. She's pretty. We should appreciate each other. There's nothing wrong in you seeing a guy and saying, ah, that guy is handsome, okay? But it should be that guy is handsome, okay? Because you have not discovered who you are. You don't know who you are yet. So you do not know who fits in to be your wife. So just because somebody comes to your thoughts is not enough reason to say, I am getting married to this person. And in fact, are you ready to get married to somebody? If you're not ready to get married to somebody, then you should not bother yourself about those thoughts. I'm not going to say you should not think about those thoughts, because subconsciously they will come to your mind. Our minds are like it's more like a computer. You know, when you buy a laptop, they're all empty, but you have software, you have ability to input things there. But when you buy them, they are all empty. So when you get them, you begin to put in the things that you want. So when you begin to work around, when you begin to meet people, somehow, in some way, your mind is, you are subconsciously, you're beginning to feel your mind. Like when you meet people, the books you read, the TV programs and all of that. The TV program tells you what beauty means, you know, like the Jennifer Lopez kind of beauty. So you think that any girl that does not look like Jennifer Lopez or does not look like Genevieve, okay, that's popular among us, that does not look like Tiwa Savage is not pretty, because you've seen it in the television now. Okay, this is what being beautiful means, and you know you want something beautiful for yourself. So that is what you have inputted in your mind based on the things that you have seen. So any girl that looks like Jennifer Lopez will come to your mind and say, oh my god, that girl is pretty. So does it mean that she's going to be? No. And in fact, at ages like that, I encourage you to focus on what's important. Forget about the girl that comes to your mind. Any girl can come to your mind. Someone older than you can come to your mind. Someone younger than you can come to your mind. So what if somebody older than you would come to your mind? Would you say that I want to marry this person because she came to your mind? No. But just wait, give yourself time, discover yourself, discover your purpose. Alongside, you find somebody who is meant for you. And am I also saying that somebody coming to your mind is not important, is wrong? No, it's not wrong. It could also be a way of God leading you to whoever the person is. But at a teenage age, it's too young. You are too young to start putting that in your mind and say, oh, Tope came to my mind, oh, Shade came to my mind, oh, Tola came to my mind. You do not need all of that for now. So the next question is it good to have a girl as a reading partner in school and very close to each other? Okay, we are so concerned about this, and this is from a boy. And you know, if you think that having a girl as a reading partner, if you feel kind of skeptical about it, and I think it should be an issue. Boy-girl relationship will always be popular because we are humans and we should relate with each other. We should relate, we should talk. Of course, we cannot do without talking, we cannot do without relating with each other, we cannot do without meeting each other. It all depends on how we handle them. That's when wisdom is really, really required. Sometimes your seatmates, I remember my primary school, my seatmate was a boy. And sometimes in some secondary schools, your seatmate could be a boy as a girl, or as a boy, your seatmate could be a girl. So, is it proper to read together? It's okay to read together. It's okay to read together. But it's not necessary that your reading partner is a boy or a girl. It's not necessary that you choose an opposite sex as a reading partner. You could choose the same sex. It's wisdom. It's wisdom to the most important thing is that person also serious the way you are serious? What is the attitude of the person towards work? Is it lazy? Is she hardworking? Is she ready to read, or she's ready to mingle, or she's ready to do some other activity? You have to look at that. And then you have to be very careful. You have to understand that, okay, we are reading. And that is it, we are reading. And any other thing aside reading, you are conscious of them, and you are able to say, okay, this is the limit. We are not going beyond this. Those things are very easy. When you make up your mind about what you want to do and what you are not going to do, you can easily know when you're already getting off limit, when you're already doing the wrong things you're not supposed to do, and then okay, you can cut it short. But most importantly, one, it's not necessary your reading partner is an opposite sex. You can be reading partners boys to boys. You can be reading partners girls to girls. You can be reading partners group discussion. You could have a group discussion, and that group discussion, of course, there are going to be guys, there are going to be boys. So it's not a problem. It's not a problem. And being very close as in what are you doing that makes you very close? Is it still the reading? Reading is not a private affair. It's not a private affair. It's not like, okay, when we are reading, nobody sees us. No, you can read where people see you, can discuss, you can talk. It's not a private affair. Now, when we get to talk about and very close Can you handle, it now comes to it, we now begin to talk about, can you handle your emotions? Can you handle, do you understand that, okay, as a boy, you could end up liking this girl, and then if you do not caution yourself, it could lead to another thing, or as a girl, do you know that you could also end up liking this boy, and if you're not careful, it could be, I was seeing a movie recently, and I really enjoyed that movie. That it's a teenager movie, and I learned a lot of things from it. You know, they were in the same school, they were reading partners, and before you know it, they begin to write love letters to each other, and the mother has to come in, the mother of the daughter of the girl had to come in and say, oh no, I'm not going to support this. And come to think about this thing, this boy comes to their house, they have dinners, their parents are even close. Their parents has good relationship. They too has good relationship. They are that close. But you know, when it begins to get into the aspect of, oh, he's not my boyfriend, she's not my girlfriend, the mom had to frown on that oh, I don't want this. That is what we're talking about when that's what we are saying when we are talking about limits. There's nothing wrong in having friends. You could even be church members. You could have games that you go for. You could have some activities you volunteer yourselves to go for, and you go together. You enjoy yourself. You come back to your home. That's fine. That's good. But you know, when it begins to become extreme, when everybody now knows that it's only Tola and Tonleu, when they are talking, you get. Now they are beginning to tend towards danger. They are beginning to tend towards danger. So the problem is not the reading. The problem is you. How do you handle your relationships? So there's another question here. This is a very, very powerful question. And this is tending towards entrepreneurship as teenagers. Okay, this person said, Ma, you said we should not think about money at our age. And you also said our parents or guardians should be able to provide all our basic needs for us now. But Ma, some of our parents does not care about us. So at a situation like this, what should we do? We all know that a lot of things are happening in our country right now. Even some parents that we might think they're well to do, you know, ends up not being able to provide the fundamental needs of the children. Talk less of maybe some extra, you know, some extra needs, some extra you get. Some people cannot even afford food. Not all the parents are nonchalant. Not all the parents are wicked, or not all the parents are irresponsible. But it happens that some of them, because of the economic challenge and all of that, some lose their jobs. Some, you know, there are a lot of problems. There are a lot of issues that we have in Nigeria right now. There are a lot of issues we have in the world right now that makes a teenager to ask questions about their financial needs. And how do we address this? We were addressing the issue of money. How do you handle money as a teenager? Okay, like a teenager, you should not think about money and all of that. So this person has to come up with this. Our parent cannot provide for us. How do we bridge the gap? How do we meet the need? Because we need to eat, yes. We need to wear clothes. They are fundamental needs. We need house. Having a home, having to eat, having to wear a dress, they are all fundamental needs. They are very, very essential. So how do we handle this situation? Okay? How do we handle these situations? That's why presently in Nigeria, if you check the circle, the thing that is happening presently in Nigeria, you realize that a lot of people are doing one thing or the other. You know, you don't even want to know if you are in school or you are not in school, whether we are in session or we are not in session. Some people will learn tailoring, some people will learn fashion designing, some people will learn shoemaking, some people will learn this, learn that. Why? Because of the economic situation. Now, when your parent cannot meet your basic needs, then you should know that it's an opportunity to to be stronger. Yes, let me put it that way. It's an opportunity to be stronger. It's an opportunity to prepare yourself to work harder, And now when we talk about money, money is very essential. You don't say that money is not important. You don't say that money is not good. No, money is good. It depends on the choices you make with money. When you know that your parent cannot afford this and that for you, you should not go and steal. You should not go and sell your body, because there will always be somebody or some big man around, some mummies around, who would be able who would want to pass with some cash to have fun with you, or to lure you to do the things that are not proper. Those are the kind of money we are saying they are not good. Now, when you dupe somebody, you hear of all this money fraud, money laundering, and all of that. When you deceive somebody, you deceive the person. You say, "Oh, I can offer this value to you. I can do this to you for you," and he says, "Okay, send your account number. Let me send the money." Then you execute the project, and then you get the money. You don't even know how to execute the project. You just did that to dupe the person. That's what we call maybe others. We call them G boys. We call them Yahoo and all of that. You deceive somebody, you take from them, and then you spend the money, and then the excuse now becomes, "Oh, my parent cannot afford to give me the things that I need. My parent cannot afford to give me good clothing. They cannot afford to give me good food. They cannot afford to give me security. So I need to do those things to help myself." That is when it's wrong. Oh, I need to sleep with like the example one of our mommies gave. She said, you sleep with Boda Olokada because he could pay your school fees, because he could buy your uniform. It's a good cause. You want to pay your school fees, you want to buy a uniform, you want to buy a book, but the process is wrong. That's when money is evil. And there are other ways, there are legal ways you could achieve this. You could work with your hands. Nobody ever dies of hard work. And you cannot remain where you are forever. If you make your plans well, you cannot remain there forever. You cannot remain being poor forever if you plan well and if you work hard. If you know what you are doing and you work hard. So if you know that you have this kind of parent, what do? Try and look for a source of income that you can learn a trade. I read the story of a man who is supposed to be an almanjiri. He's already an almanjiri, and then what they do is they wake up every morning, they go and beg for alms, they bring the alms back to the house, and whatever they are able to eat, they do it. So this man decided in his heart that, "Oh, I'm tired of doing this, and I'm not going to end my life like this." He left. He learned how to repair shoes. He became a cobbler. He changed his location. He came to another place. He moved to Lagos, and he was doing this cobbler job. He went to school through cobbler jobs. And today is a very great man. He's an influential and wealthy man. So the choice is yours. Who you are going to become in life totally depends on you. It doesn't depend on the kind of parents you have. Sometimes I'm not trying to dispute the fact that when you come from a good home, an influential home, it doesn't help. No, it helps. It makes you climb faster. When there is a shoulder you climb, you see farther. But if you do not have that opportunity, you can create it by yourself. And understanding that this is where I'm starting for. I'm the only one who can help myself. You know, the only the other option, the support is God. After God, it's me. It makes you work harder. It makes you more prepared that whatever happens, I am just going to succeed. I'm going to make it. So when your friends are playing around, when they are having fun, you run down to somewhere where you could learn a trade. You run down to somebody you could help and will give you little money or whatever money, and then save it up, pay your school fees, buy your clothes, buy your shoes, go to class, study hard. I've realized something, that a lot of people that had very poor background sometimes ends up becoming very influential people. Do you know, they just rise. Also, this word to our parents, to the parents out there and people intending to be parents, please, this is very, very essential. You don't have the right to have a child you cannot care for. It's very important. That's even one of the reasons why as teenagers you need to be careful, because you don't want a child you cannot care for. You don't want you know what we call unwanted pregnancy. What is unwanted pregnancy? Every pregnancy is wanted. If you can do something that makes you get pregnant, then it's not unwanted. It's okay. It's the normal course of nature to have a child. So when you know that you are not ready, you cannot take care of a child, why not just face what you're supposed to do? Why not just fix yourself first, so that you will not have a child and then begin to have the issue of, okay, our parent cannot take care of us, guardian cannot take care of us, and then they become bad children, so they begin to tend towards the bad, they pick up the social vices, and then they become the thieves, the hooligans that we have on the street. They become a terror to the society. Why not avoid that from the beginning? So please, when you want to have a child, it's a very nice thing to have children. But please be ready, be prepared to take responsibilities for them. And if you know that, okay, you are not so financially buoyant to take responsibilities for them, put them somewhere. Put them in a place, in a place where they will be treated right. Not as house girls or as house boys, where they will be molested, where they will be harassed, and all those kind of things that happens. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Put them in places where they have legal rights. They can learn something. They can do something. And earn an honest living. So that is very essential. You can, as a teenager, you can provide your needs. You can do some jobs. You can serve some people. You can learn the trade. You can give services. When people know that, okay, you can give the service right, they will always call you. And from there, a client will tell somebody to call you, and then the network starts, and before you know it, you grow. So what is most important? The most important thing is you are serious. The most important thing is you make up your mind to make your life beautiful. So there's another question here. She said that some people say that having a boyfriend is not bad, because without having a boyfriend you cannot get married, because that's where relationship starts from. If you want to get married, okay, she's saying that if you want to get married in life, you should have to have a boyfriend. So the boyfriend leads to marriage. Okay. Actually, at some exceptional cases, at some very rare cases, you see people who dated for 10 years, 15 years, getting married. But in most cases, it doesn't happen that way. And then, why the rush? You are a 13-year-old girl, you are a 14-year-old girl, you're already I'm seeing somebody who is feeling insecure, who is uncertain about the future. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing from this question. Somebody who is uncertain about the future. So the question now is, why should you be uncertain about the future? Why should you believe that God could forget you and then when the time is right will not fix you? The Bible says something, it said, and the Lord shall supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. Now mark that words. The Lord shall supply all your needs. So when you are a teenager and you are planning to write WAEC, or you are planning to write junior WAEC, and then after junior WAEC you're going to be writing senior WAEC, and then you're going to write JAM, and you're going to get admission. You are planning that for your life. You're planning to be a doctor and you're still in GS2. You're planning to be an engineer and you're still in SS1. You're planning to be a newscaster and you're still in GS1. Actually, getting married is not your need yet. Because you're not planning to marry, you're not 14 and you're planning to marry at 16. You have a long way to go. You have a journey. You have a long process. So it's not your need yet. The first thing is you believe the Lord. This is very important. Sometimes we make that mistake. We feel that, okay, when we begin to talk about faith, it works in some areas. It doesn't work in some areas. But I'm telling you that when you believe the Lord to do something in your life, when you are a faith, when you have faith in the Lord, the faith is not actually for feeding alone. It's not actually for paying your rent alone. It's not actually for getting admission alone. You have faith for the things that would come in several years to where you are now. You have faith that you are going to succeed. You have faith that you're going to get married. You have faith that you're going to have a good family. You have faith you're going to have a good home. You have faith you are going to be a great person in future. You know, things of 50 years that is going to come in 50 years to now. You have faith already. That's why you can have faith that when the rapture takes place, you are going. That's when you can have, you have faith. You believe that you are going to be with the Lord. When you die, maybe you die at 90 and you are still 15. You believe that at that 90, at that 100, you're going to be with the Lord. That's what it takes to be. That's what Christianity means. That's what believing in the Lord means. It means that your total trust and everything you need is in Him. And when all the right times comes, He fixes them. He fixes them. He fixes them. He fixes them. So this, knowing this or being conscious of this, makes you not to ask questions like, okay, I will have a girlfriend so that in future we'll get married. Between now and 5 years to come, there were a lot of dramas, there are a lot of things that would happen. That would happen, that will happen, that could happen, that would happen. And that you do not know. So it's only the person who knows tomorrow that can lead you, that can tell you, okay, do this, okay, do this. You cannot decide by yourself. So I want to encourage this person with this question that you have to learn to trust the Lord. You have to learn to trust the Lord. You have to learn to believe that God has your best interest. And when the time is right, He will fix you. So what's important now? Face your studies. Face your school. Face your work. Discover, not just go to school, not just have good grades. No. Discover who you are supposed to be. Discover who you will be. Then give as much as you can give. If you don't know yourself, you cannot give. If you haven't helped yourself, you cannot help others. So essentially now, what's important is you spend time drilling yourself. You spend time working hard on yourself. You spend time discovering yourself. And you make sure that everything that you have is value. They are profitable values. You have values to give. You have good energies to give. You can help people. You can help yourself. You can help the society at large. And you desist from most of those social vices, because now most of the questions here today were majorly, can I have a friend, a boyfriend? Can my reading partner be a boy, and all of that? Why is all these things coming up? It's because that's what is trending. We might choose to ignore it. We might choose to, oh, I don't want to. I want to believe that my kids are not doing that. I believe that my church members are not doing that. I believe that the children, teenagers in my church are not doing that. We just want to close our eyes to the realities of what is happening in our society. I think that the best thing is we talk about it, we sit at the round table, we talk about it. The reason why most people choose to do the wrong things is because there's enough time to do unnecessary, there's enough time and there's no job. So if you can just direct the energy to the right place, there are a lot of things you could do. There are a lot of things you could do that would at the end of the day you won't have time for excesses. So if you could just direct the energies to the right places, we'll have good results. We have good kids, we have good teenagers, we have people who are really, really stirring, people who are changing the story, people who are changing history. I came across a girl of about 11 years old some weeks back who is a fashion designer and has a fashion line, and she brought her designs to the New York Week fashion. Very small little girl, and she was the one, she was wearing a brand, she was the model. She was catwalking on the runway, as young as she is, and she could talk so well. She wasn't shy. She doesn't, you could feel that this one is secure. There's nothing like insecurity. She could express herself. Very young 11-year-old girl. So you could imagine what a 15-year-old girl would do. She would give more. I believe that if you decide to generate a positive energy, you would achieve that. So thank you so much for being part of this show. Thank you so much for all these questions, and thank you for listening to us. I will be expecting feedback, so we'll be talking about that the next time. And next time, I'm sure you are not going to miss it. We are going to talk about music, because there's a question here that says that people said that singing love song is not bad, but taking it too deep into your heart is bad. So next time we are going to be talking about music, about different kind of music, our approach towards music, perspectives towards music, and how important, how dangerous, how good music could be. Thank you so much for being part of this show. God bless you.